Hey everybody, Miss Glad here, Unit 5 Test Corrections. Remember that you can use your notes in your calculator. So please go ahead and fast forward, rewind to wherever you need to get a little extra practice, make some changes, and we will get started right here. So question number 1 is a level 1, solve the system using substitution. Remember to write your solution as an ordered pair. So I must see your work. That's real important for me to know where you're at. So let's take a look at this first equation. Notice it is in standard form. My second equation has the y isolated, so I know this is the equation that I want to use to help me find my solution. So I'm just going to put that 5x in parentheses, or excuse me, in a box here, and I'm going to set my solution up. So remember, we're looking for the x, y coordinate point where these 2 points cross. What is their solution? What is their meeting point? So I'm going to take y equals 5x. So 5x is the same as y, and I'm going to substitute. I'm going to replace. I'm going to trade that instead of the y. So over here I've got x plus 5x, which now, instead of the y, put a 5x here, equals 12. So I'm going to put my line in and solve. 1x plus 5x gives me 6x. So 6x equals 12. Divide by 6, divide by 6. X equals 2. So right away, I get my first x equals 2, and I'm half done. Since I know that x equals 2, I can go back here and I can trade for either one. I can put a 2 in for x on the top equation, or notice this is 5 times x or 5 times 2 on the bottom. Either way, I can check to see that 5 times 2 says that y is 10, or 2 plus y is 12. Again, 10 has to work in here, so I'm very confident that my first solution here is 2, 10. All right, question 2 is worth 2 points. So this is a level 2. And notice that this top equation, again, we're looking for the location in which these 2 equations meet. We're looking for their system, their solution. So this top equation is in standard form. I have my x and my y together equals 13. The second equation is in slope-intercept form, and notice that my y is isolated. So this is the one that I'm going to choose to help me find one of my variables. And so x minus 1, I am going to substitute that in instead of this y right here. So I'm going to be plugging that in, replacing, substituting right now. So I'm just going to take a minute to rewrite this. 3x plus 2, and here instead of y, I'm going to plug in x minus 1, and I'm going to put that in parentheses because I know I'm going to have to do some distributing. So x minus 1, all of that equals 13. So here is where we begin solving. And again, notice I mentioned the word, the distributive property. So in order to solve this, to get the x alone, I'm going to have to share the 2 with the x and the 2 with the subtracting 1. So I've got 3x plus 2x minus 2 equals 13. So here I'm going to combine my like terms. I'm going to put my 2x and my 3x together for 5x minus 2 equals 15. So I can see this is turning to shape up real nice here. I'm going to add 2 on both sides. So my equation really is 5x equals 15, which if I divide by 5, I get x equals 3. So my first point here, x equals 3. Now I'm going to use that to plug in for my x. I can put a 3 here, and this means times 3. So either equation we can look at to help us solve. I'm going to pick the bottom one because 3 minus 1 really quickly gets my y at 2. So my y solution is 2. So here again I have exactly 1 point, 3, 2, that will meet at this intersection. All right, and our last one, level 3, is worth 3 points. Again, we want to show our system. So As I look, my top equation here is in standard form. So standard form, that is going to be something that we don't want to choose quite yet because we want to solve for the x or the y. So the second equation here is in point slope form. So I notice that all of this, y is equal to all of this, negative 2x plus 8. So I am going to take this whole expression and I'm going to plug that in here right where the y is instead of the y. So all of this is going to be right in here. We're going to trade that in. So let's go ahead and write this out. I've got 3 times x plus 4 times y. Now, instead of the y, again, I'm going to use my parentheses. I've got negative 2x plus 8. So all of that is, instead of y, equal to 37. Now this is a level 3, so we do have a bit more work to do. And I'm going to walk you through the beginning steps and have you finish this on your own. So here I'm going to take this 4. Notice that I've got to distribute here. The 4 times all of this, I'm going to take 4 times the negative 2x and 4 times the 8. So 4 times negative 2x gives me negative 8x. 4 times 8 is plus 32. And don't forget out here, I still have this 3x from the very beginning. All of that is equal to 37. So let's combine our like terms. Here, I've got 3x minus 8x gives me negative 5x plus 32 equals 37. So I'm going to subtract 32 on both sides. When I subtract 32 on both sides, I see that this turns out to be pretty nice. I've got negative 5x is equal to 5. So I'm going to divide by negative 5, divide by negative 5. Here's where I want you to finish this up. Negative 5 divided by negative 5 is 1. So I get x equals 5 divided by negative 5. So can you please finish this solution? You're going to find out what x is equal to. And you're going to need to plug that in for x right here. So finish this off. What is the x and y location in which these two equations meet? Thanks for watching. Have a great day.